I'm here really on the edge of Lance's farm where I've got this beautiful lamb that he's given me. And I think that's going to work very nicely with this dish, which essentially is a roasted vegetable dish with Lance's roast loin of lamb carved on top of it. I'm going to use small potatoes, shallots, red onions, olives, red peppers, aubergine, garlic and tomatoes with this beautiful piece of lamb. So I've got a little fire going here. I've let it burn right down. Now splash a little olive oil in. Just a little bit of that there. I'm going to put these potatoes in. I've got these beautiful greenlandic potatoes. So in there they go. Now fry the potatoes for 10 minutes or till they're soft and partially cooked. Now we're going to add in the next part of the salad, and that's these shallots. So time for the red onions. Got these here. Lovely, these two. They'll add a little bit of colour, that redness, and also they'll naturally caramelise as they break down with the heat. And it brings a sweetness to the salad, which is very, very nice. And I've got my garlics here, still in the skin. I like them in the skin. They bring a different flavour if you leave them in the skin. So for about 6 of those, and about 6 of those red onions as well. Right, so just keep them moving in the heat there nicely. It's all looking very good, and it's time for us to put in these ones that don't take quite so much heat. So I've got my red peppers here going in, some of these olives, straight in there like that. Right, so this aubergine, it's beautiful like this. I like it nice and chunky. And what it does is it soaks up a lot of the flavours from the bottom of the pan. So you're getting those juices that have naturally occurred. They get taken up into those aubergines, the olive oil, that sort of thing. Just turn it over, keep it turning. And now, using some of this fresh mountain thyme, this wild thyme that grows sort of almost everywhere in Greenland, I'm going to pop some of that in. And that's our salad really, but we don't want it to cool down or go cold. So what we'll do, we'll just rest them up there on that hot rock or on that warm rock and get this second pan in there. This pan is for the lamb. So look at this lamb, it's a beautiful piece of lamb. It's going to be interesting to see if it picks up the flavours of what it's eating and what its surrounds are. I've taken it out of the bone, so it's 2 loins straight out of the bone. And if you look at that eye of meat there, you'll notice that that's a one muscle, and that is always good eating. Oof, you've got to see that. In terms of drama, that's about as good as it's ever going to get. So serene. Big chunk of that iceberg has just fallen off one side of it. Such a dramatic thing. Right then, this lamb, I'm really looking forward to using this lamb. I'm going to trim it down a little more. So just take that off there, that flap of fat, and then down this backbone here, where the backbone was, there's a little tendon. It's part of of the situation that holds it all together. It's an inedible thing. So take him out, trim him out. So a little bit of salt. I got my greenlandic salt here. A little bit of olive oil. Put it straight onto the board. I like to oil on the board. That way you don't get too much oil in the pan slopping around it. And they are ready for the pan. In with that, and he's just going to start to fry there. One of those. I'm going to pop the other one in as well. Down the other side there. And I'm putting them down fat side first. It'll help to develop some fat in the bottom of this pan, which will then get soaked up into the meat. Because we're out here in the open on an open fire, and we've got the fry pan and no oven at hand, it's just going to need 10 minutes, and because all the heat is coming from straight underneath, that's why I need to keep turning it and rolling it over. Right, that lamb is just about ready. I'm going to leave a little bit of time on it so that it can rest. So up with these onto our board there, which gives us just enough time to put our vegetables back on, tomatoes back in. We just need to plate this up. So, grab this up. I've got my sun-dried tomato pesto here, and I'm just going to put a bit of this on nicely round the outside of the plate there. Grab our vegetables. They can come up here. And we're just going to put these on the plate. Now put all the vegetables gently on the plate. Don't rush, take your time, and it'll look beautiful. It's a beautiful little salad. It's well balanced there. It's got lots of earthy flavours. It's got some sharpness with those olives. The tomatoes will give it a real summer feel. But now it's all about the lamb. Drag one of these over. Beautiful piece of lamb. So a nice sharp knife, straight in, no messing about, and carve that open. That's beautiful. Look, I can see in there, nice bit of marbling in there, nice and rarish, sort of medium. And I'm just going to taste this piece straight away. The fat is really, really tasty. Really lovely feel to that. I think probably that's got something to do with what it's eating around here. And if you eat wild thyme and heathers and those sorts of things all day, you'll pick their flavours up. Onto there, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. So it's a stunning Arctic lamb dish. Greenlandic potatoes, olives and tomatoes. Beautiful summer eating.